Guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with Me, and we are going to make something a little bit different today. Sometimes I say that and I don't make anything real different, do I? No, I've had this on my mind for a while, and I made one probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. But I wanted to make another one. Now, this is something that you can incorporate in a journal that you're making in the signature, or you can use this as a journal, either one. So either one that you want to do, this is a quick and easy way to get it done. Of course, my phone is blowing up just because I got on, I got on here with you guys. They always know. Now, I'm going to start out by using one of our bags. This is the medium bag. It's not the small. This is the medium sized bag that we sell in the store. These are the flat bags. This is 8.5 by looks like about 11.25. So that's the size of this, and it's a flat bag. It's not gusseted. That's what we want. Now you only need one. I just got that one to show you. I went ahead and folded this one. So you're just going to fold it not quite in the middle. You're going to leave a little bit of this back part at the top so that it'll be easy to open and close. And you can get it pretty straight. You don't have to get it perfect. All right, I'm going to grab a piece of scrap paper to put in here. No, in here, I'm sorry. To put in the back to make that a little bit stronger. So let me find some scrap paper that I can put in there. All right, I'm just going to use this. This is off an old paper pad. It's the front and back. And I always save these because they're really good to use with your tags or something like that. So I never throw these away. Never, ever. Unless somebody gets a hold of them and throws them away and I don't know about it. But I've got a whole stack of them. Okay, I'm just going to cut it about 1/4 of an inch smaller than what this is. I'm not going to fuss too much about the size or whether it's perfectly straight because this is not going to be seen. All this is being put in there for is just the sturdiness of it. That is it. And I'm using 2 sheets of it because one sheet is a little bit thin, so I'm just going to use 2 sheets. So we'll cut it there. And see, that makes a perfect tag right there, so don't throw those away. You get those paper pads and they've got those front and back covers on them, save them. Let's hope I cut that the right size. Well, it needs to be a little bit smaller this way. Speaking of cutting things the right size or measuring right, I was trying to get some blinds put up in my dining room because the curtains that I had in there were, they were pitiful and they were really, really, really old. So I ordered some. I call myself measuring my windows. I know how to measure windows. I know measure on the inside if you want them to sit on the inside, measure on the outside if you want them to sit on the outside. So I measured, measured 2 or 3 times. Well, guess what? They were still too big. Benji come over to put them in and he said, I don't think these are going to work. And I said, why? And he said, they're too big. I said, oh man, I said, I measured that 2 or 3 times. He said, oh, I don't doubt that. He said, it's just, sometimes you can measure and you think you've got the right number and you don't. But anyway, I had them 2 inches too big. That was quite a bit, was it not? Now, you can use either one of these for the front or the back. It doesn't matter. I am going to use, since this one's already open, well, let me think about that for a minute. I'm going to use this one for the front and let that one be the back. I may have to close that one, and if I do, that's fine. So I'm going to take my ruler and I am going to mark the center here. there. And then I'm going to mark the center up here because I need to go all the way with it. We're having a pretty rainy week here in Alabama. I don't know about you guys. It rained all day yesterday. It's rained off and on today. Now what I'm going to do is take this to my sewing machine. Don't worry, if you don't have a sewing machine, you can still do this. You don't even have to stitch. You can just leave this like it is if you want to. Make that a big pocket, or if you want to close up your pockets, just cut down through here and then glue each side together. That's all you have to do. You don't have to stitch, but I'm just going to do that because it's a lot quicker for me, and I like the stitching part. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to stitch right down through there, and I'll have 2 pockets, and then I'll come back and we'll start working on this. Now for some weird reason, I failed to back stitch right here at the end. So I'm just taking my threads and tying them, a little knot in them, tying them together. And that's going to be just as good as me back stitching there. Okay. So now I have 2 little pockets. And I'm going to open these up real carefully at the end. And I'm probably going to use my X-Acto knife because I don't want to cut through that thread there. And I probably could have opened them up earlier, but this is going to be fine because all I'm going to do is just cut the tiniest little bit. I just want to open it. I don't want any cut off of it, so I'm just going to sliver, 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 tiny little bit right down to that thread, and that should get it opened right there. And it does. And then we're going to do the same thing over here. Okay. Now you can always take your scissors and do this. I find most of the time that the X-Acto knife is a little bit easier for me. Sometimes I go kind of wild with scissors. There we go. Now we've got that snipped off. So now we have a pocket here on that side, and then we have a pocket here on this side. Now you can tell this is at the bottom of this bag, so you can either tear this little part off right here or just glue it down, and I'm just going to glue mine down. Just going to run some glue on it and glue it down. It'll just make it a little bit stronger, so that's fine with me. So any little pieces that you have sticking up like that, just glue those down. Just don't glue your pocket together. There we go. Now we've got one opening in there. Now I'm hoping that I can get this done in one video. I can't guarantee that. One reason, because I have had shipments coming in all day today. So, and everybody's gone right now. So if I have another shipment in a little bit, I'll have to stop out and go open the door for them. And if I do that, I may just have to come back tomorrow. But now we've got 2 pockets and we got those little pieces glued down. Now I am going to use the new paper collection from Graphic 45. And this is Let's Get Cozy. I love the papers in this, so I'm going to use some of this to cover mine with. Sorry about the crinkling. And see, that is a very nice piece to save, to use for tags and things, because it's nice and strong. Now this has got lots of tags in here, and I thought that's going to be just about perfect for some of these little places here, some of our little pockets. But we just need to decide which one we want to use on the front. Isn't that pretty? Ooh, I like that one too. That's pretty. That may be our front cover right there. Oh, I don't know though. There's deers and bears. Let's see. Let's pull that one out. See what on the other side. Oh, the houses. Isn't that pretty? We're going to have to go with the houses. I love winter houses, winter scenes and winter houses. But this is a beautiful collection. Very, very pretty. Be great for cards because you don't have to do a lot of decorating to that. Now, I am going to go all the way down with my cover. You can put a cover here and a cover here if you want. You can do it any way that you want to. Cover yours like you want. Or you can collage it if you'd rather do that. I mean, this is all up to you. You know how to cover pages and things. So, and I want mine to face up like this. I don't want to put it this way, because if I put this in my journal, it's going to stitch in the signature in here. So I want this to be facing up like that with my houses, the top and the bottom. Now I'm going to leave a little of that brown bag showing. I just think it'll be cute to have a little bit of that peeking out. And two, that way you don't have to worry about cutting everything so precise. And I like that, and I don't have to be so precise. Let's see, where's my little dot? I didn't film yesterday. It wasn't because it was a Monday. It was just because we were swamped yesterday. So we were trying to get all the kits and everything out so that they'll get to you guys before the Christmas holidays. And so we were bombarded because, you know, we've got not only the E kits, we've got the AJ kits, and then we have the live party kits. So all of that's got to go out. I'm going to use this faded jeans on here. I think it will go good with this. Best I can tell. It looks like it does. Looks like it's the same color. And mine probably needs re-inking. I've had this one for years, and I don't think I've ever re-inked it. And I'm also going to ink on my bag just a little around the edges. I think it's raining again. Oh, and to top it all off, you guys said you'd like to hear me talk about the family and what's going on. To top it all off, I got up this morning. Well, I was laying in bed, truthfully, about daylight. And I looked up at the ceiling and I thought, why does that look odd up there? It looks like there's something on the ceiling. So I laid there for a minute and looked at it and looked at it. And I thought, well, maybe it's just my eyes. You know, I just woke up. So I went ahead and got up and went to the bathroom. When I come back out of the bathroom, I looked up at it again and got right under it. Well, I have a leak in my ceiling now. And I can't afford shingles at this time, new shingles. So I'm thinking it happened at that last little storm that we had. And I know some of you say, oh, well, you need to go ahead and file it on your insurance. Well, I don't know how many knows a lot about insurance, but our insurance almost doubled when we had the water leak. So now our insurance is so expensive that I can barely afford it. If I file another big claim on top of that one for my roof, then it's going to be to where I can't even afford insurance, and I don't want that to happen. So I'm going to try to get somebody to repair it, and then I'll just have to start putting back a little bit of money here and there when I can and try to save up enough to be able to afford a roof by next year, maybe. So that was fun. So if anybody out there is a roofer and you know how to patch a roof I would really appreciate that. Okay. Now we've got this on there, but I want to make more pockets and things on the front too. I don't want it to just be plain like that. So I'm going to go back, I think, to the paper collection. I do believe. And I'm going to find something that we can put on here that will maybe be a little bit of a contrast that we can make a pocket out of. What about some of that? Let's see. I like that one. I also like just the red too. I'm thinking the solid red and not bring any more blue in that. What do you think? Yeah. Now, you can do this another way. You don't have to use your paper. You can take an envelope, the right size envelope, which I think all of mine are too big. But let's say you have an envelope that is the right size. You can put an envelope down there and make another pocket with that envelope. This kit also has the journaling cards. So you could use a journaling card here to make a pocket. Lots of different ways you can make these pockets. I'm just going to make one out of this. And we'll go from there. So I think I want my pocket, let's see, I think I'll make it about that tall. So Miss Presley had her birthday party last night. She turned 14 yesterday. So we had her birthday party last night, and she acted like she felt a lot better. You know, I had talked to you guys about her being just, lately she's just been really, really down since her papa passed away. And she didn't want to talk about it to anybody. She just sit in her room. She just was really down about it. And Alicia couldn't talk to her. She didn't want to talk about it. She said, no, I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to mention. She wouldn't even let us mention his name or talk about him at all. She said, no, I don't want to talk about it. It's too sad. So last night we had her party, and she seemed to be a lot better. She took part in everything, and she ended up doing a little concert for us with her. She's learning the electric guitar, so she had that out, and she was playing that, and everybody was laughing, and so she seemed to have had a really good time, and I'm tickled about that, because, I mean, I know it's hard on the grandbabies. I know it is. It's hard on everybody, but I sure hate to see my grandbabies depressed and down about things. And she has such a big heart, and she loved her papa to death. So she's really been struggling. But thank you guys for remembering her. I had a lot of people that commented and said that you remember her in your prayers, and I appreciate that, because I know that's what's helped her out. We still didn't talk about it with her, but she was at least, you know, participating in everything and with us and all of that. So I know that she was feeling a little bit better. Okay, I think I'm going to put that pocket there. And y'all see how I measure. I just lay the paper up there, mark it with my pen, and cut it. I don't really do a lot of real accurate measuring unless I'm doing something for somebody else. Then I might. And I got that one a tiny bit off, but that's fine with me. It's not a biggie. All right. Now we can put some of the journaling cards in here, or we can make our own tags and put in there. But I do want to put something else right here too, because to me that needs a little bit of something extra. Oh, that's cute. I got this crochet doily from, I think it came, oh, who did this come from? Oh, me. My mind has gone blank. Did it come from ePaper? Did you guys give me this? I'm not sure, but I got that crochet doily. Isn't that pretty? It matches with this really well. I may put that down there. What do you think? You think it's good? And we could put a label or something out here. Or I've got a smaller one here. We could do that. And that one's pretty on there too. I think the blue may be a tad big. So I think I'm going to go with this one. And again, I don't remember who sent me this. I know I've got people fussing at me because they say, I can't believe that you get all those goodies from people and then you don't even remember who sent them to you so that you can recognize them. Well, I don't remember. I mean, I would have to write names on everything, and if I did that, I would never have time to do any kind of videos or do my work or anything else. So, no, I'm sorry. I just don't remember. But you're welcome. If you sent this to me, you are welcome to put in the comments below, I sent you that doily, or I'm glad you like that doily. Something. I don't mind at all. There's just no way that I can mark everything that comes in. Okay, let's put that down there. And I'll put some sort of rhinestone or something in the center of that. And then, let's see, we need a label. I'd like to have a Christmas label, but I don't know that I have printed any Christmas labels yet. Well, let's go on and do some more to it. We'll come back and add more on the front later. Let's just go ahead and do some other things in here. Now I'm going to cover that, but right now I want to go ahead and I'm probably going to close this up. I may just fold it over and close it like that. You can just add glue, or you can take it to your sewing machine and stitch it, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to fold it over like that and see if that'll work, because I'm going to put paper on this anyway. Yeah, I'm thinking this is definitely going to be a two-parter. I hate doing two-parters because I know you guys want to see the finished product right then. That's the way I am when I watch a video, but it's it's a little bit hard when I'm making it up as I go along, you know, and that's what I do. I make it up as I go along. I don't have a pattern or anything for this. Let's see. I think I want to use this one in here. I like that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that. Oh, it's got little bunnies. But I think I'm going to use this one. And yes, I'm using a lot of blue, but that's okay. We're going to add red to it too. So we're going to have blue and red. It's going to be a blue and red Christmas. You know, last year, or year before, I decorated my Christmas tree in blue and red, and it did very well, I thought. And I'm not a decorator, but I thought it was pretty good. I love green and red. Yes, the traditional colors, but sometimes, you know, you just want to step out of the box, do something a little bit different. And we'll go ahead and put a little bit around this. I'm not covering up all the brown. I just want a tiny bit around it. There we go. And we'll fold it up and put a little bit here. Okay. Now that's going to go down right there. Just want to make sure it's the right size. I may have cut it. No, I don't think I cut it too big. I think it'll be good. Just want to make sure it's going to close when I glue that down. Yeah, it will. Okay. Before we glue this down, though, we want to add some envelopes to this, because this is going to be kind of like a little envelope, stacked envelope journal, like you have seen before in videos that I have done and other people have done. So that's what this is going to be. So I've got some different size envelopes, and I just drug them out of my stash. And I'm just going to add probably 3. I don't want to add too many because it'd get too bulky. But I'll probably, let's see. I think I want this little one on the outside maybe. And I know that's upside down, but I'm going to cover that anyway, so. And this is in my Happy Mail. Now, I want these kind of alternated, so I'm going to put that one up there. I'm going to put this one down this way. And I feel like I need something to break that one up, so I'm going to go ahead and put this white one in there. And I'll just cover it as well. And then we'll put this one kind of like that. There we go. We've got some different sizes, and you could go ahead and add more on here if you want. Don't know if I'll add that little one or not. We might add it like that. So what do y'all think? I like that. So I'm going to flip it over and go ahead and glue. And the reason I'm gluing it to this first before I glue it down is that way all of these little backings on these envelopes will be hidden. Because when we glue this down, then they'll be all underneath. Okay, there we go. So then we've got those down, and now we can glue this down. Just like that. And I'm just going to make sure again that there's no problem with it closing. I'm just going to lay it on here and then kind of judge if I need to do any adjusting. And I don't think I do. I think it's going to be fine that way. So let's see. Now we can go ahead and cover our envelopes now if we want, or we can go ahead and glue this down and then cover. Whichever way you think would be easiest for you. I'll probably just go ahead and glue mine down, and then I'll cover them. Then, let's see. Yeah, I'll just glue it down first. That way they'll be kind of stationary, and maybe they'll be a little bit easier to handle. Now, if you wanted to use this for your journal, then all you would need to do is just stitch a little signature in it. Ooh, glued that too quick. You could just stitch a little signature right here, and then you have a journal once you get all these pockets covered. So there is the front. That's going to be the back, and you're going to be able to see just a little bit of that. That's why we'll cover these in different variation of colors, because you're going to be able to see just a little bit of that from the front. Okay, let's go ahead and put some paper over here. And I think I might do 2 different colors this time. That should work. And I'm using candied apple also along with the blue. My candied apple is very juicy. So that's what we have so far. Now you can punch a pull in these if you want. I don't know if I'm going to yet, so that's why I'm just kind of leaving it. Now we're ready to cover these, and then we're ready to embellish. So let's see. I think I really don't know what little rabbits has to do with Christmas. I guess rabbits are out around Christmas time. Don't know. I'm just going to use some of my scraps to cover these. That way I can have the paper throughout, and I don't have to cut up all of my paper. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of that blue around the edges of this. And let's see. Yeah, you could put a tag in there that way. Wouldn't be too tight. So we'll do that. We'll make a tag to go in that way. You could also open it up here if you wanted, or up here at the top. It doesn't matter. Good thing I'm covering those white ones. I'm getting ink all over them. Oh yeah, I think that's cute. Like that house and that deer right in the middle of it. Then we need to cover this side, and I may see if I can take out a little bit more of that. Just so that it'll be a little bit easier to get a tag in there. I have no idea. Well, that was close to the middle. That's okay. We'll do it that way. We need to cover that. I don't think I've used this side yet, so we'll use that side on that. Let's see, I don't need to come down that far. Cut it off about right there. Now, my videos from now through Christmas may be a little sketchy. Maybe, you know, I may upload one day, the next day I may upload, but it may just be me talking to you or me showing you through the house, or, you know, just something, us sitting down and having a talk, because it gets hard this time of year. It's getting harder for me to get on here and do a video. I have to fight it every day lately just to get up and get going. So I'm hoping that's going to be okay with everybody. That's just the best I can tell you right now. And then again, you know, I may do one every day. Who knows? I know YouTube is not going to like me if I start doing real sketchy ones. But, you know, I have to do what I feel like doing. Oh, I like that. I think my little pad here is falling apart. It's okay. It'll hold together enough for me to do this. But yeah, I just have to, I'm going to have to go by my feelings this month. I can't really force myself to do things that I don't feel like I'm capable of doing. Because I want to be good at Christmas and not be depressed, and I want to be good for my kids and my grandkids, so therefore I just have to do what I can. Now I think I'm going to open this one at the top. Yeah, that got it open. Okay. Need a little more glue right there. And I know you guys understand. And, you know, if you can just continue watching some of my older videos, that will be great. I appreciate it. And if you don't have time to watch the older videos, then don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. I'll be fine. I tell myself that every day. I'll be fine. Okay, we haven't used this one yet. I'm ending up cutting more of my paper than I thought I would, but I don't want to use the same paper on every one, so that's why I'm doing this. I'll still use all of it, the whole pad, so not going to worry about that part. Let's see. We can't go all the way because we got to leave room for that fold there. And I've already told my kids I may not, well, I wasn't going to even put up Christmas decorations and all of that, but Aaron Jonas, Mr. AJ, changed my mind on that. He said, Nana, you have to do Christmas. You have to. And he said, I will come and put your tree up for you. So he's doing my tree tomorrow. Because he loves Christmas, and he's already had his countdown, and I can't disappoint my grandbabies. So I asked the girls what they wanted to do this year for Christmas. Did they want to, you know, go somewhere, go out to eat? What did they want to do? It's up to them. And they both said, I'm going to come home to Christmas, just like we always do. You're still there. Dad's memories are still there. And, you know, he's going to be there with us in spirit, so I'm going to come home. So I said, okie dokie. That's what we'll do then. Oops. You seen what I did, didn't you? I was talking. Don't put your glue up through here. Just make sure I'm not going to close that pocket up. Okay. That should work, hopefully. I'm going to go ahead and stick something in there just to see. Okay. Don't think we closed it up. We're good. All right. So take that out. Now, I've got, this is open right here. I'm going to go ahead and close that. But you could leave it open if you wanted. I'm just going to close it because I don't need it open on both sides. So just run a little bit of glue down through the very edge right here, and then you still have your pocket. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and see. Look at these journaling cards. How pretty. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? I love these. And they've all got room on the back where you can write. And it is the same collection, the Graphic 45, so. All right. I think we may. I think we'll leave this one open here, just like it is. I think I'll use this one on here. I like that together. Now, I think I'm going to use this side. So if I'm off a day or two, just forgive me. I'll be back. Or if I just come on and I just say, hey guys, I just want to talk today. And who knows, I may do some lives and just sit and talk with you guys. And just so that you can talk back with me. Let me know if that's something that you would be interested in. I know some people do not like lives at all. They say it's too much chattering and I don't like it. Well, I want you to look at that. I didn't cut that right, did I? I really don't know what I did there, but I'm just going to cut it right here and let it go. I know some people don't like the lives. They say it's too much talking. But some people do like the lives. And if you're one of those that likes the lives, then you just let me know. It's not like I'm going to lives and doing nothing else. No, I just thought that that would be a good way for you guys to be able to correspond with me and me be able to talk back with you then. Yeah, I've got this sideways, but we're not going to worry about it. And it would probably just be me on most of them. Melina might pop on now and again. I don't know. But probably just be me. And we might do a little something while we're doing the live. And then I'll just answer questions and chat with you. Okay, we got that one on. We need to cover that one and this. Yeah, this month has so far, and we're only 5 days into it, but so far it has proved to be very difficult. And I know everybody said that it would be, and everybody that I talked to that has lost a spouse or a loved one has told me that the Christmas and holidays are the hardest. And I think Christmas is the hardest for me right now because that was his favorite time of the year, is Christmas. He loved it. He was like a kid. He made his Christmas list out like in November around his birthday. And he sent his Christmas list to the girls. I mean, he was still like a kid when it came to Christmas. He loved it. He knew exactly what he wanted. He would send them the sizes. Like if he wanted a pair of new shoes or whatever, he would send them sizes and exactly where to find them or links or something. And same with me. He would send me the links to things that he wanted. And I mean, just like a kid. So that's what's going to be the hardest. So I think he enjoyed it as much, if not more, than the grandkids did. All right, on this one, I think I'm going to open it up here and close all the other, I do believe. All right, trying to take the tiniest little sliver. And then we'll cover that and close this part right here up so that we'll still have a good sized pocket. I think I'll cover it with a piece of this. Yeah, I think that's going to be cute. Someone said, well, why don't you just do a bunch of videos up and just let them, you know, go through the holidays, and that way you don't have to do a video. I did it again, by the way. But what they were saying was to do a bunch of videos and then just let them, you know, upload them and have them scheduled for each day. Well, that would be wonderful. But it takes a while to do videos and edit. I mean, if you don't edit, it doesn't take that long. You just do a video and hit upload and it's gone. But, you know, I edit my videos and take pictures and that kind of thing. So it takes a while. So I wish I had a bunch of videos already done that I could just upload for you guys and you'd have something to watch every day. But I don't. That is the perfect size up and down for right there. It's a little bit wide, but I have that there, and I don't want to put that in behind it. So I guess I'll go this way with it. But yeah, it'd be great if I had a bunch of videos done ahead. Some people can do that. And I probably could if I didn't have a full-time business to run. And then now a house to run by myself and bills to pay by myself. All the other things that need to get done that I don't have any help to do. So it would, it'd be great, but I just can't do it because I don't have the time to do it. I really, really struggle some days to just get one done. Then by the time I edit and it uploads, you know, it takes a while. But that'd be great to have a bunch. I plan on next year. I am turning a lot more of the business over to Melina. She doesn't know that yet, so don't tell her. But I plan on turning a lot more of the business over to her and Bethany and Brandon and Aaron next year, so that I can concentrate more on making things and crafting and doing my videos and all of that for you guys, because I love to sit in front of the camera and do videos for y'all. I love it. It makes me feel good. It makes my day shorter. I enjoy it when I read your comments. I love reading y'all's comments. Please don't ever stop leaving me comments. I love it. That's one of the things that I look forward to in the morning. That's usually when I do my reading on the comments, is in the morning, and I look forward to reading those. I love it. So please don't stop leaving comments for me. Let's see. That won't work on there, but it might work on here. Let's see. I got that on that one though. Let's see what else other scraps we have over here. I'm going to try my best to use some scraps so that I don't have to cut any more paper up. We could do that. That'd be about the right size, but I'd like to get that in there. So I think I'm going to cut that little part right there off. And I'm just over at my trimmer right here to the side of me. That's another thing I need to do. I need desperately to straighten up my crafting area and get some things organized. I've kind of got behind on that. I used to organize at least once a week. I would stop out and organize things and clean things up, and I haven't done that in a while. And I've got a big stack of scraps that I need to do something with because they're running over. So there's lots of things that I need to get done that I just haven't had time to do lately. So I need to do that. Alright, I'm just going to go ahead and put this red around the edge since I've got that on my little pad here. So let me know if you would like for me to do some kind of live tutorial. And I would let it, you know, it would have to be a tutorial because I know people don't just like me coming on and sitting and talking and that kind of thing. We'll do a lot of talking, but that won't be all that we do. I'll answer some questions. I know a lot of you probably have questions for me about, my life right now and what's going on and how I'm handling things and all that. And I'll be glad to answer all of that for you. And if you are I know that there are quite a few, especially of my friends from Facebook and from YouTube, that have lost their spouse just since I lost Whit. So I know that there's a lot of us out there right now. I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. I don't even claim to be. I'm sure there are other people that are struggling a whole lot worse than I am. But I thought if there's just some way that I could help you, if we could just talk and you needed somebody to talk with you and I could help you somehow like that, then I'd be happy to do that too. So whatever and however we can do this, I am willing. I would say willing and able, but I don't know if I'm able, but I'm willing. No, I am willing, and thank the good Lord above, I am able. Some days I hurt in places that I didn't even know I had places, but that's the price of treating my body bad when I was young and doing all kinds of things that I didn't need to be doing. And like the old saying goes, if I'd have known I would have lived this long, I'd have took better care of myself. Yep, wouldn't we all? I mean, I've got broke bones and heel bones and pin bones and I got a back that looks like, my doctor says my back looks like I'm 102 years old, so I don't know. I got a bad back, spine. I've injured many years ago in a couple of wrecks that I had. So, I mean, but I'm still able to get up. Some days it's harder, and some days I hurt when I get up, but I can still get up. Yeah, that's falling apart. I'm going to have to throw that out. Okay, this one, I think we're going to, what did I say? We're going to leave it open on this side. Is that what I said? Okay, if I do that, I think that'll be, is that going to be far enough back? I'm going to need to cut a little bit of that off. Wasn't thinking about that when I cut that. But yeah, I know that I've talked to a few of my friends that have lost their husband recently, and some YouTubers, and it just seems like that we're able to help each other a little bit by talking and sharing how we feel and how we're dealing with certain things. And so if there's any way that I can help anybody else, then I feel like that's what I'm going through this for, is to be able to help other people. Alright, so I think we'll put that down like that. And then we'll have everything covered except the back, and I'm going to wait on that. I may end up piecing the back like I have before to use up some scraps. Oops. Did you see me? I did it again. You guys are going to have to start talking to me louder than that. See, now if I was on live with you, you could say, don't glue that down. When it comes to envelopes like this, I do that every time because I get so caught up in talking and what's going on in my brain that I forget what I'm actually doing in front of me. Okay, let's try and see if that'll work. So when you're covering an envelope and you don't want to close this part up, make sure that you just glue on the envelope and not on your paper. Just make sure that's open. It is. Okay. Now, you could leave these on or you can cut them off. I think I'm going to just put some ink on them for right now. I may cut them off later. Just depends on what kind of card I put in there. And I may even ink there. I don't know. But let's look and see what we have so far. I like how that stacks up there. Like that. But I'm going to put a little blue ink right there. So we have a pocket here, and we're going to decorate this some more. And then we don't have pockets here, but I think we're going to do some little corner pockets here and here, maybe, or here and here. I think we'll do that there. And then, of course, we have the pockets going that way. We have a little pocket here that we can slide a little card in. Let's see if I can have a piece of paper. There we go. And then we'll decorate. Some of these we'll decorate. Now that one I don't know if I will because I like those words on there. And that one I won't decorate. I may just put a little label in there. I've got to look up my Christmas labels and print them again. This one we'll do a little decorating. We may even put another little pocket on, you know, down here or something. And then we have let's see, this one we opened at the top. So we got a little pocket in there. We definitely will put a pocket or something on here or decorate it up because that's a little bit too much of an expanse there without anything on it. So we have a pocket here, a big pocket here on this side. And then we've got a little pocket. And this one, where did I open it? I opened it on the side. Right here. So we got this one opened here. And we'll put a little tiny label here. I love that little bear got in there. And we'll put a little label or something there. And then I like this, how I got that on there. And this one, did we open? Where did we open? Did we open it? Oh, surely we did open. Maybe we need to open. Did I glue it all down? Did you see me glue it all down? Okay, let's open it at the top. You were probably saying, you are gluing the whole thing together, Edith. Stop. And I didn't hear you. I didn't listen. Oh, okay, now we have an opening at the top. We can put something in there. So, and like I said, if you want to sew a signature in, you can do your signature here. And that'll be your little closure, and you have your little journal once you decorate. I'll cover this, but I may end up covering this with pieces like this, like we have before, just to use up my scraps on the back. But I will probably stitch this in a journal. I'll probably just do my stitching right through here and stitch it in a journal. I don't know yet. It depends on what it looks like and how thick it is once I get finished with it. Now, I don't know that I'm going to do a whole lot more to it today, but we will come back in the morning and I'll finish this up and I'll just show you how I'm gonna deal with mine. But I definitely want some more on the front. I just don't know exactly what right this minute. I'll have to look, and I want some lace, I think, so I'll have to just look in different areas and see what I can come up with. But that is it so far, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you'll give it a try. They're really quick and easy. If you have any bags even close to the size, you can still use those. You don't have to have these bags that we have. But if you want some of them, they're very inexpensive that we sell here. So I will link those below. And then just a collection of different size envelopes. And they can be junk envelopes if you want them to be. Whatever. I just happen to have these laying around, and then this one came in some Happy Mail, so I used those. But that is the start of this little project, and I don't know exactly what we're going to call it right now, but you'll see the title, so you'll know what it's called then. All right, we will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being my subscribers. I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know, more than I could ever tell you. And don't forget to give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Remember, we have that $500 gift certificate that we're going to be giving away if we reach 100,000 subscribers by the end of this month. I'm still a ways away, but I know if you guys would help and just share the videos, and the ones of you that are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button that we can reach that goal. I would appreciate it, but we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.